Hi, this is June Fernando from Ramfer Financials. Marahil marami na sa inyo ang nakapaglagay na ng pera sa MP2. Gustong-gusto nga ito ng karamihan ngayon. At sino nga ba naman ang hindi mahihikayat dito? May high dividends ka na, government backed pa, at low risk ka pa. Parang perfect na investment na, di ba? But the question is, kung retirement ang pag-uusapan, mas makakabuti nga bang siguraduhin na natin ang pera natin sa mga instrumentong secure na tulad nito? Enough na nga ba ang tutubuin nating pera sa MP2 para sa ating retirement? Sa video po na ito, hindi lang po natin pag-uusapan kung bakit maganda si MP2, kundi pati na rin ang mga factors na pwede nating makonsider na makakasira sa plano mo kung dito ka lang aasa. And as a treat, we'll share kung paano pwedeng pagsamahin ang MP2 with other investments para mas solid pa ang future mo. Kaya naman, please stay until the end kasi may sample portfolio din kami at checklist tayo na pwede ninyong sundan at gamitin right after watching this video. And so, when you're ready, let us begin. Let us begin rethinking these 5 retirement considerations. And will MP2 ever be enough? Number 1, why do we love investing in MP2? Unahin na nating intindihin kung bakit gusto natin ng MP2. Nandyan yung for the past few years, consistent ang dividends, around 6 to 7% per annum. Kung i-compare mo ito sa basic na bank savings o time deposits na less than 1% ang kita, ay talagang ang panalo na ito. Secured dahil government-backed pa, kaya marami talaga ang kampante. For us Pinoys kasi, ang salitang sigurado is really comforting. At take note ang dali pang simulan nito. Online lang with a minimum of 500 pesos per month ay makaka-invest ka na dito. Pero ito ang reality check natin. You need to know that MP2 is really a savings vehicle and it's not a full retirement plan. Para siyang time deposit na mas mataas ang kita at may 5-year lock-in period. Magandang pagparadahan ng pera, but it was not made para pondohan ang buong 20 to 30 years na retirement mo. Next is number 2. Be aware that comfort most of the time doesn't lead to growth. Marami sa atin na sa time deposits or MP2 lang kasi nakakampante. Well, natural lang yan at walang masama dyan, lalo na pag pera ang usapan. But we have to remember, in investing, may risk-reward trade-off concept. Kung puro safe lang ang habol mo, hindi din ibig sabihin no na lalago ng gusto ang pera mo. The true secret to long-term wealth is not the avoidance of risk, but rather proper risk management. As we always say, diversification is key. Spread mo ang pera mo sa iba't ibang klase ng investments para kahit may bumababa, may iba ka pa ding pwedeng asahang aakyat o sasalo ng portfolio mo. Isa pa sa pinakamalaking kalaban ng MP2, if this is the only investment you have, is inflation. Halimbawa, may 1 million pesos ka ngayon, kung 4% ang average inflation kada taon, after 25 years, ang halaga niyan ay parang nasa 400,000 pesos na lamang. Kahit na sabihin na nating 6% pa ang average dividend ng mga MP2, kung hindi mo ito i-reinvest o dadagdagan ng iba pang growth assets, ay mahihirapan pa rin itong makipagsabayan sa totoong pagtaas ng mga presyo ng bilihin. Isipin mo rin ang mga healthcare costs. Ang retirement dapat relaxing, pero madalas, di ba, healthcare ang surprise expense natin. Kahit may PhilHealth ka, hindi nito fully covered kasi ang lahat. Isang major illness lang ang dumapo sa'yo ay pwede nang umabot ng libo-libo o minsan pa nga ay million pang expenses mo. Then, the annual dividend of your MP2, pag matinding karamdaman ng pag-uusapan ay pwedeng isang operasyon lang ay wipe out na agad. Then we also have what we call lifestyle gap. Of course, we don't want to live only. We also want to travel, we have our hobbies, buy our dream house, or help sa ating mga pamilya. Let's face it, yung mga goals na ito, hindi lahat yan kayang tustusan ng MP2 dividends lamang. Especially if you want 20 to 30 years of comfortable retirement, Para mas ma-realize mo ito, isipin natin ang gastos ngayon. A comfortable Filipino retirement today, pwedeng mangailangan ng at least 60,000 pesos per month para sa gastusin sa house, sa food, sa utilities, healthcare, at konting leisure. Kung 4% lang ang inflation and after 25 years, magiging over 160,000 pesos per month ang equivalent niyan. Kaya kahit maganda ang MP2, think, hindi niya kayang siya lang ang bumuhat ng lahat ng yan. And the next one is number 3, thinking beyond MP2, diversifying your retirement portfolio. Even if MP2 serves like a strong foundation, we still need a complete house, right? Una, sa equities. Stocks are the engines of long-term growth. Historically po, ang S&P 500 delivered more than 13% in annualized returns in the last decade. The S&P 500, which is home to Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, and Nvidia, grew nearly by 228% cumulative in the last 10 years. On the other hand naman po, the MSCI All-Country World Index or ACWI, which includes global leaders like Nestle, Johnson & Johnson, Samsung, and Toyota, rose more than 160% in the same period. Even our local PSEI kahit may volatility, mas mataas pa rin ang returns kaysa sa ordinaryong cash in the long run. Yes, sure, there are ups and there are downs. But over decades, equities still beat inflation. Good news is, hindi mo kailangan ng milyon para magsimula dito. Pwede ka nang mag-Philippine Equity, UITF, or mutual fund for as low as 1,000 pesos o mag-global feeder funds gaya ng Atram Global Technology Feeder or BPI US Equity Index Feeder through Rapver Online. Isa pa ang real estate. Pwede kang magkaroon ng rental income at capital appreciation mula rito. At kung wala ka pang down payment, but you want to have a position na in real estate, ay pwede ka muna magsimula through REITs. REITs are companies that own, operate, or finance income-generating real estate, allowing individual investors like us to buy shares and earn income without directly buying or managing them. And then, we also have what we call bonds and balance funds. Ito ang nagbibigay ng stability at steady income at maganda pang cushion kapag volatile ang market. At syempre, di dapat makaligtaan ang tinatawag nating global diversification. Ang pag-i-invest abroad ay hindi po lamang proteksyon laban sa paghina ng peso, nagbibigay rin po ito ng access sa mga world leaders like Apple, Microsoft, Starbucks, Google, Facebook, at marami pang ibang malalagong negosyo ngayon. Interestingly, halos lahat po ng gamit natin ngayon katulad ng iPhone, Netflix, Nike ay wala po sa PSEI natin. But good news is, pwede kang maging shareholder ng mga ito via global funds na. Just a quick tax note, para alam mo rin, MP2 dividends are tax-free. UITF and mutual fund gains are also tax-exempt. And so next is number 4, which is combining MP2 with other investments. Here's the good news. Hindi mo kailangan tanggalin ang pera mo sa MP2 para mag-grow ang portfolio mo. MP2 can stay as part of your portfolio, pero mas strategic siguro if you can combine this with other good-performing investments para hindi lang safe, kundi tuloy-tuloy ding lumalago ang funds mo. Ngunit, bago ka pa man mag-allocate sa MP2, sa global funds, or sa mga tinatawag na REITs, ay siguraduhin mo rin munang meron ka ng maayos na emergency fund, maayos na HMO or health insurance, at well-managed na cash flow. At para mas ma-visualize mo pa paano ito gagawin, here is a sample portfolio allocation kung paano mo hati-hatiin ang pera mo. Okay, 30% goes to government-backed, easy access and tax-free instruments like MP2 or cash-like investments para ito sa stability, emergency at short-term needs mo. Then, you can put 40% in equities and global funds para naman ito sa long-term growth ng pera mo. Kasama dito ang local equity UITF or mutual funds at global feeder funds sa US, Asia, or multi-asset. Then put 20% in bonds or balance funds para naman ito sa steady income at para ma-manage ang volatility ng equity positions mo. Isipin mo itong cushion kapag merong mga market swings. Then, you can also put 10% of your money in REITs or real estate. This one naman is for passive income mo at protection mo laban sa inflation. But then again this is just a sample allocation. Iba-iba naman kasi ang pwedeng mix. Depende po sa inyong edad. Meaning, pag mas bata ka, mas kaya mo pang maging heavy investor sa growth assets like stock market. Depende rin po yan sa goals mo. Kung may major purchase within the next 3 to 5 years, mas malaking portion naman dapat ang nasa cash-like instruments ng portfolio mo. And also, depende rin po yan sa risk appetite mo. Kung hindi ka komportable sa mga malalaking swings ng market, yung bang hindi ka nakakatulog gaano sa gabi knowing that the market is volatile, mas mataas ang pwede mong ilagay sa mga conservative na investments tulad ng bonds at MP2. And lastly, build your complete personal investment strategy. And how do we do this? By number 1, create a clear financial snapshot. List down mo all your assets tulad ng cash, savings, investments, properties, liabilities rin po, tulad ng mga utang mo, credit card balances, and other loans, insurance coverages, at mga current investments mo. Importante na makita mo ang buong picture para alam mo kung saan ka ngayon at kung gaano ka pa kalayo sa mga goals mo. Then, set your goals and know your risk profile. Ask yourself and identify, ano ba yung mga short-term at long-term goals mo? Gaano ka ba kakomportable sa risk? Your clear objectives and knowing your risk appetite will help serve as your map to assess the right investments for you. And then, consult a trusted and licensed financial advisor. When you have a clearer financial snapshot, mas madali para sa advisor mo na gumawa din ng personalized strategy na babagay sa income, sa expenses, at sa sitwasyon at targets mo. Pwede kang tulungan sa asset allocation, diversification, at tamang mix ng local at global investments ng mga professionals na ito. Then, patuloy na mag-aral at mag-explore ng tools. Huwag tumigil sa pag-aaral tungkol sa investments at personal finance. There are so many tools these days that can help you. For example, ang Pag-ibig MP2 Calculator. Nakakatulong ito para makita mo kung magkano ang potential dividends ng savings mo. Other platforms katulad na lamang po ng Rampver Online. Through platforms like this, ay makakapili ka na conveniently ng iba't ibang global at local investment options na swak sa iyo. From mutual funds to feeder funds, lahat po ng yan ay meron dito. And lastly, review and adjust regularly. Remember, hindi one-time setup ang financial plan. I-review ito at least once a year o kapag may malaking pagbabago sa income, gastos o life milestones mo. Halimbawa na lamang, kinasal ka, nagkaroon ka ng bagong baby, o natanggal ka sa trabaho. Ika nga, walang investment product kasi na one size fits all. Kaya importante, well-balanced at well-allocated ang funds natin at ina-assess rin natin po ito from time to time. In closing, Pag-ibig MP2 is a fantastic starting point, but it is wrong to consider it as our finish line. Kung gusto mo talaga ng retirement na secure, mas komportable at mas aligned sa mga pangarap at gusto mong lifestyle eventually, a well-diversified portfolio is the key. So there you have it. Sana po ay may natutunan kayo sa simpleng video na ito. If you have friends or relatives who might be interested in these kinds of contents, we hope you can share this video with them. And for those who haven't pa din po, please subscribe to our YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook accounts. Dahil habang lumalaki po ang ating RFF community, that also means ay mas marami pa po tayong taong pwede pang matulungan. Muli po, this has been Jung Fernando saying thank you so much for watching and for your continued support. And we'll see you in our next video. Stay safe and God bless mga ka-RFF.